That fucking sculpted that one, isn't it?
You can't actually get on stage.
Okay, well, let's go out the other way then, shall we?
This feels a little bit spirally. What's that?
So we can do some
Are
right?
we double looked in?
No, toilet. No, it's not that way. That's the toilet.
Up by the stage.
No, it's definitely upstairs, isn't it? I think by now.
If we
Stop
start-
stripping.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice one, guys.
Yeah? Yeah. Go for it.
What's up, Killfest? You say what's good, what's cool, what's hot, what's not, I don't know, but I can tell you. So funny, what's good, what's cool, what's hot, what's not, you tell me, 'cause I have no clue. 'Cause I have no clue. How we feeling out there? The future will be bright when dark is the new light. Dark is the new light, light. Okay, so we're gonna make a verbal contract right now. The deal is, we're gonna play and you're gonna fucking dance. Can you do that, Guildfest? The future will be bright when dark is the new light.
Frankfurt and we came to see Subsource.
Subsource!
Subsource?
Of course.
Clearly.
The greatest band in the world.
Subsource tonight, Off the Hook.
I don't know, it's just it gets you going. It's like they're going, so it gets you going, isn't it?
About 3 years ago, yeah, we saw them play here and then we asked them to play at our wedding.
Just the amount of bass in the background, and it's just all perfect the whole time. It was fantastic. It was fucking fantastic. I was rocking the whole time.
I've seen the sound check, and it really blew me off. Blew me away.
It's what they do live. I mean, you know, I think in, you know, where the industry is at the moment, it's all about bands that can perform. And they can perform like fucking nobody else.
As much as I love the Prodigy's music, it's what I'd want to hear from the Prodigy. You know, I'd want them to progress into something like that that's got a fucking, where you can really hear the band playing.
That sound, it was like, yo, it had the rhythm of some like energetic hip hop and stuff, you know what I'm saying, but then had the synths and, you know what I'm saying, all this electronic and this bass and just hard hitting drums and stuff. It fit right in.
Some band are part of this, but they are like this.
A lot of people say, yeah, it's close to the Prodigy or Pendulum, whatever. I think they have their own style, and most important, they got attitude.
Anyone that's seen Subsource, you know, would just see it's like they got one level. It's like bang, it start 11, stop. You know what I mean? And it's just relentless all the way through. And it's great. I mean, they've warmed up many a fucking dull crowd for us. Believe it. You know, they've done a wicked job.
He played a CD, and I heard to them, and I said, "Hey, that's great. It's fucking great. Which kind of band is it?" And he told me, "Hey, it's Subsource."
Subsource is great because it encompasses a lot of genres that I've found important in my life, and so have other members of the band, and it just brings them all up in a nice fat amalgamation of the past the past decade of cutting edge British music and a touch of hip hop in there too. And I like Subsource. Subsource is sweat.
What we started out with was, you know, a live dance act.
Drum and bass, dubstep, rock, electro, indie punk.
A fusion of, you know, kind of rock influences and dance influences at the same time, really.
With a bit of jazz thrown in there for good measure.
It's electronic punk rock with just loads of different influences, perhaps too many.
Full-on sonic assault, yeah. They assaulted me sonically.
I ain't got to butter anybody's bread, and we've had a lot of support acts that have sort of come past our way, obviously, and just me in general. I've done 20 years in the music industry, and I've been one of those support acts. But what I love about Subsource and their music is that every single one of them are dedicated. Every single one of them, you know, has fun.
We have not that many bands who are as good, you know, like who a hybrid again, like between club and live concert. The fact is, you know, I always liked all kind of music, mostly funk. You know, I'm a big George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic fan. Sure, in Berlin I got the whole clubbing, techno, you know, early days, house, and as well drum and bass. After a while, in Berlin, but also in the UK, mostly London, it started with live acts or bands who tried to get the stage back. And for me, was Subsource one of those bands who tried to play that music live in a club.
Something sinister is rising on the horizon. Is there a source of strength that we can focus our eyes on? It's changing. The voice that used to be so reassuring is now screaming and shouting out all sorts of warnings. You work it out, but feels like an old man. You work it out, but feels like an old man. Tell if you want it, want it, want Something sinister's rising on the horizon. Something sinister is rising, 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 rising.
From Afrobeat to baile funk to heavy metal to hip hop. I love hip hop though. Hip hop has to be one of my prime listening pleasures. I never even thought I'd be involved in music when I was a young one, though I liked music, but never thought I'd be involved in making it till I joined the school band. But even then, that was by accident. It's just friends saying, hey, we need a singer. Okay, I'll sing Nirvana songs. After that band I was in school, a few years later I was in a hip hop group. I think I'm in a band like Subsource because I like the people in the band and I like the music that they do. And I've been in my brother's band too, backing singers in a reggae band. So I think the joy of making music is also being able to get with people who are doing something that you're not and create something. So I've almost enjoyed not being able to play an instrument because it means I have to go out and find somebody who can play an instrument. Enjoy words, enjoy the process of writing, enjoy the thing of speaking, and I just enjoy being able to bring something to a group of musicians or to a band that maybe nobody else is doing. Subsource I happened upon through another friend of mine, well, a bandmate of mine at the time, a group called Real Elements, is a gentleman called Styx, who was doing stuff with Paul of Subsource at the time. That's the story in short.
Something sinister is rising, 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 rising.
Probably put more hours into playing guitar than anything else in my life. Even eating. How did I first join Subsource? Well, I would say, yeah, all four of us were founding members. Me, Dennis, Neil and Stu. Yeah. Me and Dennis had a thing that we were working on, a project we were working on separately at the time, and Neil and Stu were working on another project, and they both kind of fizzled out, and we all came together. And we just started jamming with the idea to kind of play live dance music. Initially improvised live dance music in clubs and stuff, and then we thought, fuck this, let's write some tunes and make a record. No, I've always wanted to play it since I guess I was probably about 4 or 5.
We had a small plastic guitar about that size with a little knob on, and you could go and it would go, oh McDonald had a phone. He was always very passionate about playing the guitar and very committed.
Listening to my dad's records and watching MTV, and yeah, it's a bit of an obsession really. What was I listening to? Pink Floyd, King Crimson, Hendrix, old blue stuff, Muddy Waters. The sounds that we kind of fell in love with from the free party scene, and from going to raves and listening to late night radio. And it's difficult because I think we've kind of been on a bit of a journey, and I think we've come to a place where we're like a happy amalgamation of things we love from punk and rock. The potential for you to spend all of your time guilt-free in a studio or in a tour bus, either playing shows or just writing music. Yeah, a lot of people get a kick from it as well. It's a good thing.
ends, and so we just got together and decided to make a band with the original mission statement to be to hit dance floors as hard as we possibly can, to tear up dance floors across the UK. We thought it was a pretty good idea at the time, but nowadays there's like loads of subs. You got the Subways and Sub Focus and Sub Giant and all those boys out there. You get plenty of bands who have done pretty well considering how badly they named themselves. Like Metallica, that's not a great name. I know that's not going to go down well with Metallica fans, and I am a Metallica fan, but Metallica as a metal band, not great. Even the Beatles, like Beatles, let's make it into an A to be cool. Classically trained in piano, and then I picked up guitar and was into my rock thing for quite a while. So yeah, I'm mainly grounded in piano and guitar.
This is the reason why
It's all kind of interlinked, really, in my opinion. Music kind of like does have the same fundamental background. It's got all the same founding principles, and for me, it's just another flavour of music. It's not like it's something completely different to me, and I think that's one of my favourite things about being in the band, is that I can bring that side of things to some of the writing, and I think it shows because it means that our writing isn't straight dance.
Emergency services say the situation is shocking, and they had no option but to put us in a room and lock us in, quarantine the victims. Bite marks and bloodshot eyes, these are the symptoms. Parasite, the more we try to fight it, the stronger against the weaker we become. It started with one, now these millions reported to have made contact. The picture gets fuzzy, the sound dies, and the screen goes black. Left in the darkness, are we gonna cower and sit, or gather the power to try and get us out of this shit? And in the moments just before we begin to break out, I hear the voices of those standing beside me shout, this is the reason why I live. I get back everything that I take. I won't leave until I grow. I grow, it's second nature, and I know. This is the reason why I live. I get back everything that I take. I won't leave until I grow. I grow, it's second nature, and I know. This is the reason why
What is it about drums that I like? I don't know, it's just I find them more intuitive, you know, how you find, you know, certain things more intuitive and easy to do. Drums is just one of those things that just come to me. I like banging things, yeah. It wasn't like a drum kit at school, there was just like, you know, a couple of random drums that are just half beaten up, you know, one skin and just, you know, no legs to stand it on or anything like that. So yeah, just messing around, beating up, you know, various instruments. We used to like hire out this little church hall and just bring shitloads of gear in and just spend hours trying to work out how to set it all up, sort of thing. And probably not actually make much music at all. Literally like a year or so probably before we actually started writing songs and that sort of thing. I'd say a dance act, but other people say differently. Dubstep is kind of like a jungle bass line. Wah, 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 wah. But with a half-time beat, so instead of like a fast drum beat, it's like half-time. So yeah, it's kind of like just another fusion of different styles. We just try to get people dancing when we do a live gig, so that's a good way of describing it.
I love bass. I love all forms of sort of synthesised basses, and started on a old acoustic battered old thing that a mate found in his attic. Bought that and started going through the initiation period when you start playing double bass. You know, there's a good few months of sort of bleeding fingers and stuff, and you just have to play through until your fingers get tough enough. The strings are so much thicker than on the guitar and stuff. I spoke to a guy called Mo Clifton, who's a luthier in Shooters Hill in North London, and he builds these stripped down electric double basses which you can chuck a load more effects and stuff on to make gnarly sounds. So yeah, I picked up one of those, and that's my instrument. While learning our instruments and stuff, we started off, you know, playing some metal and stuff, and then wanted to get into the trip hop thing, and really sort of influenced by, you know, the Ronnie Size Represent stuff and all of that, all of the music that was coming out of Bristol in the early 90s, Portishead and Massive Attack, Red Snapper, played a few squats, and then got into clubs and stuff and festivals and doing all that sort of thing, and it's kind of just naturally evolved over 4 years into you know, trying to have some songs in there as well, and you know, show a bit more of the organicness of what tends to happen with live instrumentation, like, you know, where you do have songs and it's not just about dance music, but you know, we need as much bass in there and as heavy a drum track as possible, you know, because we really want to represent that sort of side of things and to represent sort of UK underground music scene.
Charge me up!
We've got our van, the El Diablo Bastardo, which is definitely not the most luxurious means of transport.
Van envy going on here. That's what's happening. Van envy. Look at ours. Look at that.
Shit van, a death trap of a van.
I am stuck in the van. Magic. Yes!
Ex-Royal Mail, big red van with loads of dents in it.
It's really nice. Look at that. Van envy.
At the moment, she's got a little bit of a problem in that you pour water into the engine and the water just comes straight out. So we have to have a look at that.
We promised her if she made it to 100,000 miles that we'd let her retire, and she's pretty close. In fact, she's just gone over that mark now, and we've kind of knackered this seat, so we need something a bit more hard wearing there. We also have a hole which is leading through to the front axle, which is getting bigger and bigger, and not good.
This is the this is like the honeymoon suite. This bed's very nice.
We keep having a few incidents where people drive past us a bit too quick, or the other way around, and we've needed to secure all the mirrors now as a matter of course to ensure they don't disappear. This one's actually made of mirror, but the previous ones have just been shiny cars.
This is like the middle penthouse suite. As you can see, loads of room for hungry musicians.
There's a slightly unfortunate incident at V Festival where we decided to pick a fight with a tree, and the tree won. And as you can see, my fiberglassing skills leave a little to be desired.
And that's the van.
It's not the most luxurious means of transport by any means, but she gets us there.
Okay, this is backstage. Yes, this is where the real action happens. Yeah. I was cutting some bread. Wanted a little bit of French bread.
We're great, aren't we?
Oh, I'm dropping bits of blood all over the floor.
How's that feeling? It's not too tight.
That's good. That's the new look, man. Gaffer Tape 2010. It's going to replace the balaclava and the earring. Yeah.
It's going to replace the
It is, man. It is.
It's not.
I look like a wrestler with an iPod.
I'm slightly slurring my words because I've gone against my own rules of not drinking before a show, so. 2 tequilas, 4 glasses of wine, and a beer. This is it, dance your feet to death. The whole concept behind these shoes is I shall dance until I die.
Oh, yeah.
I added to it.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Ready to go?
We're good to go on in 5.
Stage is all yours. Whenever you're ready.
Are you ready to go on? I'm ready. Waves with Bruce. Yeah. Let's do it. Go on.
The group of people that we are, it works, you know.
No one ever really fights.
There's been a few fights.
I've been hit by Stuart in the mouth. The bass player hit me with the bass in the mouth.
You can look at those later and laugh, you know.
Show must continue, brother. Otherwise, how are the people going to dance?
Totally and utterly used to being in each other's company and each other's personal space.
I just think we need to like sort this out. We need to do it, I think, really quickly. We need to find out what we're going to do. Too much bad luck.
Every so often you'll find a band and I suppose you just want to champion them because you think they're great and you want to help them get to as many people as possible or get their music to as many people as possible. And I guess that's how it started, really.
3-4 minutes before we've got to be on.
Yeah.
You all, yeah? You're waiting for Nelly. Is Kimber in here too? How many do I have?
They're a fucking nightmare, actually, to manage.
I have 2 out of 5.
Just because they've all got their own personalities.
There's one.
And each of them, as you get to know them, you get to work out how to deal with them.
There has been some conflict in the van. Everybody's almost fought with, not with everybody else, everybody's fought with Nelly.
Do you know what the band motto is? You know the band motto?
Where's Neil?
It's alright, it's in here. 8:30, I'm right. What's the problem?
My relationship with the band is also, you know, quite tricky because as they say, being in a band is like being in a marriage. You know, married to four other guys. So yeah, that can be really tough.
But being on the road's really good. You know, playing to people is the reward for what we do because you know you're getting energy back.
Probably the adventures and the people that you meet. I'd say that's it. Sometimes it's about the music, but it's mostly about the journey.
Doing live shows, you know, just making people go mental. You know, just that whole thing is obviously if you know you're doing something right if people are just losing it. You know.
Champion style and eyes so shining, stepping in blazing hot with a heart full of fire.
Listen. Boombox sends the bass across city blocks, saturates the place in sound. Feel the vibrations in the ground. Next I hear drums pounding. My heart begins to beat at the same pulse. On impulse I gather close to those whose heads are moving at the same pace. Cause we all embrace the same understanding. We're standing for the same cause. Our laws bind us together. Bind us together. Bind us together. Bind us together. Till ashes and dust get the better of us. We strut the streets with the same gleam in the eye of solid gold. Pure, raw, shining soul. With a fist of fire blaze till the final days will play this champion style. And eyes so shining, so stepping in blazing hot. And that soul with a heart full of fire. So champion style. And eyes so shining, and that soul stepping in blazing hot. So with a heart full of fire. Pumping in my chest, eyes half open, focusing, surroundings covered in shades of grey that play with my emotions. Then, in the stillness, a word spoken. Standing still, I try to listen. And the voice speaks slowly, getting louder gradually. And the feeling so electrified begins to bubble up deep inside. Throw my head to the sky, my mind goes beyond the concrete that I'm deep in. It's seeking the source of inner force that keeps me on course and fired up. Lighters in the air, put a flame up in the name of champion style. So shining, so stepping in blazing hot. I got soul with a heart full of fire. So champion style. So shining, I got soul.
The adventures that you have, the stories that you make, and the people that you meet.
Yeah, that's the reward for the hours just sitting in the van, eating crap food.
I often think there must be a massive payoff for this. It must be that half hour or that hour that they get on that stage and just let it all out that makes it worthwhile. Otherwise, why would they drive 15, 20 hours across Europe for an hour's performance? It's crazy when you think about it. Absolutely crazy.
We're in Berlin.
We're in Brighton.
We're in Solothurn, which is in Switzerland.
We're in York.
Tonight we're at Comedia.
We're at the Beat Club in Stuttgart.
We're in Stuttgart. No, we're in Frankfurt.
Substage in Karlsruhe.
Hereford.
We're at Tegel Airport.
We're in Offenbach.
Playing Sounds Crash Night at the Queen of Hoxton.
We're in Portsmouth at the Wedgwood Rooms.
We're in Frankfurt.
We're at the Surrey Uni.
We're at Eurotunnel.
Today we're in Erfurt.
About to embark on an epic journey which will see us do 1,500 miles in the van, and we're about to go.
Champion style, and I'm so shiny, so stepping in blazing hot. I'm that soul with a heart full of fire. So champion style, and I'm so shiny. I'm that soul stepping in blazing hot. So with a heart full of fire.
We are Subsource, we make noise, we enjoy ourselves. That's basically what this night is about. Let's go!
Yeah, this is right where we wanted to come into. Yeah, this is right here, isn't it?
After 300 yards, you have reached your destination.
Win.
Only got one?
Now I've got two.
I only got two.
Promoter, charge London prices.
So for the amount of people that turned up, we worked out it cost the promoter £30 per person.
Per person. They all enjoyed it though.
They did enjoy it.
I don't know if I go home thinking that was 30 quid's worth of gig, that was.
No.
For the price of 6.
Maybe 25. Let's do this. Let's fucking do the rest of this.
Okay.
The thing is, it's not a matter of do we make it or not, it's a matter of are we going to run out of time before it happens, before someone gives up, before we all give up.
Indeed, my friends. No, it's been a heavy past few weeks, and I know I'm not the easiest at talking. I never have been. Things brew, and I think, but I really see this conflict just as far as me personally. Yeah, I know I phrased it wrong. My phrasing, it should have been, I cannot commit 100% to, say, 3 years down the line or 2 years down the line. These pressures that...
Yeah. It's literally going to change everything in all of our plans in one foul swoop. Just like that. So the sooner we can deal with that, the better.
No doubt.
We're going to lose a lot of money on it. There's no two ways about all that money spent on mastering, mixing, how we spend
It's still there. It's still an album. We can just guest it on it as a vocalist. You know, just.
But if he's not here to promote it, what's the reason in releasing all of that? There's no reason.
Because it's there. I'm fucking keeping them in the wardrobe.
Okay, I do Friday then I'll also have to...
That's Southampton.
That's been intense.
Yeah, I mean, it's intense. You know, we're all working really hard, there's not really much give at the moment. So, obviously we're all quite emotional about it. If there's any kind of jeopardy.
Me included, man, it's not
Yeah, no, of course. No, it's... Man, you talk to your mum about
It's a lot easier to understand now. You've explained it, Whereas before it was just like, why can Obviously, that's obviously what you're starting to think. So
Yeah.
it all makes sense.
Came out in reverse. We need some kind of therapist.
We do, man. We're worse than Metallica, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work out. We need a plan for next year. We need to sit down and figure out what we're doing.
Me leaving the band. It's a heavy blow to take, and it's a heavy blow for myself too, but it just happened to come out as a spin-off of another conversation about gigs. Personal pressures, shall we say. I've got family things that I need to attend to. I also need to start looking more at going home. It's been a long amount of time in a foreign place. Home is Malawi. So it's just about getting back to that side of life.
We've spent a lot of time together in the van. We've spent a lot of time working on this project, even before certain other acts have really sort of blown up and stuff. We've been really slogging at it and driving around in our bus, playing festivals and stuff. So we spent a lot of time together. So it'll be strange to think of the band without Kimber involved in it.
It's good to know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, kind of wish that we'd known before writing this album and before, you know, copying a few thousand CDs worth of tunes.
I don't know how to feel quite yet. Just kind of digesting, trying to figure it out. Obviously, Kimber's been my friend for a long time. Initially, I was fucking pissed off.
There are some points in your life where other things have to take priority, as a matter of fact. And I think this is one of those times for Kimber, and we just have to understand that, I think.
But you know, the essence of the band is to get people dancing and give them a few songs, and we can still do that. It's just Kimber brings a dimension that we're not going to be able to replicate. We just have to evolve.
And at the end of the day, this is what we do. This is why I made music. You know, we're not happy doing anything else. So, you know, we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. So, yeah.
Few years now, 4 or 5 years, you've sort of shared your life with a group of people and, you know, tried to get somewhere with it. And of course, personally, I'll miss them, and musically, I will miss them, but also you have to follow your heart sometimes. It's sometimes, I think it has been this illusion that you're given that making it means a certain number of sales and a position in the charts or whatever. I think if by defining your own making it, you've already made it. Why look to other people? So I think the industry, more than anything, is just that. It's just that it's an industry. It's not. It's a business. So I think sometimes it can discourage artists in that, you know, you suddenly are not thinking as a musician, you're thinking as a businessman. It's quite a struggle, and sometimes it's not all about the music as much as you'd like it to be, and it's more the pressures of dealing with the music industry, for me personally. Yeah? Okay. That's it.
There you go.
Getting everything ready now that Kimber's left, it's kind of left us in an unfortunate place.
Kind of like in a bit of a limbo land at the moment. Just festival season's coming up, Nellie's getting married, Kimber's just left, so there's a bit of confusion. We just need to get loads of writing done at the moment.
Half the set just went gone, you know, just can't do it.
It's a bit strange, to be honest with you, because he was a very dynamic guy, you know.
We've done a couple of gigs and they've gone pretty well. So it's just a matter of getting used to it, I think.
It's sad not to have Kimber's energy, because it's quite uplifting, which can be useful in the van when you're in there for lots of hours, and his energy on stage.
Well, yeah, the album got launched, and you know, it's kind of both a blessing and a curse at the same time. Obviously, as soon as the album launched, Kimber left.
So we've had to drop the main single, The Reason, and we've also had to drop the title single of the album, Tales from the Doombox, which is a bit of a blow for us, because obviously it's quite important to try and shift the album.
The album got some really, really good reviews, and it kind of did its job, you know. It's going to spread the word a little bit more.
We're all a little bit disappointed. We could have felt it. We feel that it should have gone better, and we could have sold more. But we're just looking ahead towards the next album now.
We're doing loads of festivals, got our busiest festival season to date. So we did like Isle of Wight V festivals the last couple of years, Glastonbury's, Glade. We're not really doing any of the bigger ones, or not so many of the bigger ones. We're doing loads of small ones. If you play a small festival of like, you know, 3,000 to 8,000 or something like that, then you're going to be headlining one of the nights and generally get people's attention a lot more, you know, so hopefully more CD sales and more fans on board.
So we're going to be pretty much every weekend, 1 or 2 festivals.
In Europe, Switzerland, UK, Germany, I think, to begin with. UK, we're doing about 16 festivals, and we're going to hit it hard.
So Stu's taking over more vocal duties, and Paul's doing a little bit more, and I guess all of us are just putting more energy into the set.
Kimber's sort of, and Stuart being the 2 frontmen, a big clash of personalities in terms of like different styles, you know, so it'll be a lot easier to sell with just Stuart as the voice and the frontman. Some people might not like it because it doesn't cover so many styles like it used to, whereas now it's just kind of punky dance stuff, you know.
So I know for some of the guys, they may have thought that, they may have initially thought, okay, Kimber may have been one of the major selling points of it.
But things have to go on, I guess. So we're pushing on as best as we can without him.
So yeah, there is pressure because he's not this big looming guy, you know, who is a vocal, you know, point to look at. So there's a bit more pressure, but I'm happy to rise to it.
We're above my arms in 3 places, seeding ties for all these races, and I believe this is the God to follow. We scorch the earth and taste its carcass, that's what we love, and don't be a bore, 'cause this is the God you said to follow. 'Cause we believe in one takes all you need to capture anger. No showing love, distort or dead hurt. Take back control, judgment swings out. Walk down the lines, let's see all your gut. I put you on my video, on my video. You're my video. On my video.
Festivals depend on the weather slightly because of its no shit in bricks. It's pretty horrible sometimes. Well, it's never that horrible, but you know, you just got more problems to get around.
It has not stopped raining since then, and now we've got waterlogged audience area. So it's been good. The people have still turned out, so that's really good. But it's really wet.
I don't think we've had it quite this bad for quite a long time.
I didn't see any water on the stage. It's just the crowds. There's a big area where it's just sunken.
There's a moat between us and the crowds, so you know, bit of a barrier.
We're at Fusion Festival, 2 hours north of Berlin.
Fusion is the craziest festival, so as far I know. It's on an old Russian airport, and they rebuild a lot. They made out of it kind of like a fairy tale land. I have a feeling Woodstock was not as crazy.
night. It's pretty awesome.
Wenn Sie anfangen können, müsst ihr alle mal einen Schritt näher gehen und nochmal ein richtiges Feedback geben. Für Subsource. Macht mal ein bisschen Applaus hier.
The van is broken down. It's been broken down. It broke down as we arrived at the festival. And yeah, trying to make our way back across Europe. And hopefully not die.
I'd like to think I get to say goodbye one last time, but I'd made my peace that it was dead when we got to the site and the wheels weren't turning. And yeah, I've got some hope. It didn't get fixed, so two of us stayed behind. Nelly and Paul stayed behind, hoping to get it fixed. Our management's father drove over to get them, and so Dennis and I went about trying to find a new van. This is her now, Super Van, the third. Oh, the features.
It's got brakes.
It's got brakes.
It's got impressive.
We've got a beacon.
Yeah, the
The
lights.
most important thing, and really the thing that clinched the sale was the beacon.
We've got a winch crane thing in the back.
Okay, Killfest, are you still with us out there? This is for all you hardened rockers.
We all teach in schools and sort of privately teach musical instruments, you know, our various instruments. I teach guitar and bass.
I teach piano and guitar.
I teach drums.
Music, composition, guitar.
And we all do that Monday to Wednesday, pretty full-on, intense, you know, 12-hour days to afford us to be able to, you know, get on the road or get in the studio Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday.
Quite tricky trying to sort of jump from one life into another and just kind of put your musician head on and then put your teaching head on, yeah.
It's good for some kids to see us, you know, doing music and being out there and, you know, having, you know, videos being on YouTube and stuff, and it gives them something to aspire to. I think it also educates them that it's not as easy and that it's not straightforward, you know.
You get some kids who are really into it and it just feels really inspiring. to help people out.
So I don't think any of us have any other skills either, apart from knowing about music, being able to make music and production. So
yeah, it's good teaching, but it is good because hopefully you inspire some of them, and that they'll go on to try and do something different as well.
We're here because we're playing a showcase for Solar Penguin, who are hopefully going to be our German booking agents. Tonight they just want to see Subsource live because they haven't seen us yet. They've got the album, they've seen the YouTube footage, so they want to make sure we can work it on stage as well.
It's hugely important. You do kind of feel in the UK that you do a lot of work without a lot of gain, without a lot of progress, sometimes it feels, and you're sometimes made to feel like that what you do doesn't have a great deal of value, and it's nice to come to the continent where they appreciate musicians and they respect their art, I guess. So it's important for us to come out and be with these people and build up relationships with people who understand what we do, and they do in the UK as well. You know, the fan base and the people that get it love it, and that's what's enabled us to get to this point here. But now we're looking at the mainland.
We focus on real music, if you want to say that. Music with heart, bands with attitude. That's really important to us.
And I think the direction you're going is going a really good way, getting a bit rougher, getting a bit...
Yeah.
And so also the merch, it's called to have Subsource.
Because bands from UK normally, if they're not known, they tend to stay on the island, but it's really important to come to the biggest market in Europe, it's Germany, and show what you got.
We can organize you some radio gigs, some TV shows.
I saw them the first time, and after the second song, I'm going to talk to Dominic and said, hey, fuck hell, I want to do this. I want to book you for Germany, Austria, Swiss, and I want to give you the chance to get a fan base here in Germany. And it was after the second song. I never saw a band like this with so many energy, power, and skill.
Without being really convincing on stage, you can't make it, but they are.
Musically, we're growing at the moment, so it's great to be in a creative process at the moment. And then I guess the feeling is that we've just got to keep on growing. As long as we're growing and we're reaching new people, and that train's still rolling, then it's good.
From a major label point of view, I don't think they're ever commercially viable, which just means industry bullshit. I think they're, I suppose also we don't really need a major label deal either, because the fan base is growing year upon year. We're booking dates ourselves that are pretty big dates. We're managing to do these big tours, and financially we're managing to survive. So it's really to just keep doing that and hopefully reach some sort of peak with that at some point, so that the guys can give up their day jobs and do Subsource full time.
It's difficult, man. Yeah, it is. It's we could just quite easily just have an easier life of just doing cover, working in various cover bands, and you'll get 200 and 300 quid a night easily, and that'd be an easy thing to do. Obviously, it wouldn't be nearly as exciting, but so when you look at it from that point of view, it's really hard to justify, But I think it's one of those things that if we didn't do it, then we'd probably be quite unhappy,
What do you think Subsource can get out of this?
Okay, I think in next time nothing will change. We'll do a German tour. We'll take some really cool venues. When we do this again and again for over 1 year perhaps, we have great chance because the band have the skill for this, have the energy, have the music to reach over 1,000 people, but it's a lot of work, and we have a band. I think the band is ready for this.
Yeah, I think we're ready. We are tested along the way by playing some huge shows, some small ones. We give the same show, regardless of whether we're playing to 5 people or whether we're playing to 5,000. You know, it's the same show, it's the same energy. They didn't get any less for their money.
It's not an easy ride, so you've got to kind of pour your life into it, and it's difficult because it takes so much time away from, you know, everything else, family life, whatever. You know, it's all consuming. It's hard at times, but what is it?
Seeing other people see them for the first time is really addictive. And I want as many people to see them as possible. So I'm going to just keep doing that until everyone has seen them.
We just want to be able to do what we do, gain more fans, tour more, play more, write more records, and just enjoy what we do, enjoy our lives. Not a big ask, really, is it?
Carry on being able to do what I do, really, you know, making a living out of playing music. That is the dream.
It'd be nice if we could meet the dream of being able to do it full time, and we're certainly going to be working towards that. As to whether that happens or not, I'd like to think so.
Yeah, it's everything I love in music. You know, it's the energy of heavy, you know, rock and metal, the ridiculous bass and huge sound systems of dance music, and it's me with my best mates. So it's, yeah, that's what I do.
don't want to leave the Subsource at all, you know. But I'm in this dilemma where I want to be able to start providing for my, you know, for a future family, basically. You know, for me, that means wanting to try and secure my futures as best as possible, I suppose, really. And it's really hard for me to think how I'm going to do that with trying to be, you know, trying to make it as a musician.
Hi, welcome to Subsource TV.
Thanks.
I can hardly contain myself right now.
5, 6, bam. Now we're happy. Oh!
This band creates too many phantom pregnancies because, as I say, it's number 11, the bass, everyone thinks they're pregnant when they leave, you know what I mean? So keep up the good work, boys. Do it.
Cool.
All right, brother.
Very much. Cheers.
This is where the magic happens. I press lots of buttons and make them sound even better. Or try to.
Perfect. It was Nelly's fault. He just threw water over me. About 2 pairs of pants. We've got about 5 days to stay here.
These guys are so bad, man. They're motherfucking great. This guy's just like, damn!
They're stuck in the fucking snow.
I can see the zoom.
We can't pull a bundle, we can throw me out. Honestly, one more shoot.
Just trying to straighten the door up so we don't get any more leaks.
Alright, dude.
We're waiting for Nelly.
Let's have sauce here.
I don't know where he's gone.
He's on stage.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Croatian people talking English. Yeah.